Now, we're just going to get started by boiling about 6 to 8 cups of water. And you do not want to boil this. You just want to see how it's kind of simmering and it's getting a few bubbles here on the bottom. It's kind of steaming. That's fine. We want to turn that back down to simmer, and we're just going to keep it there while we grate our soap. So come on, let's do that next. Now, what we're going to do is, this is just called Zote. Now they have Fells Naphtha, and I don't, the smell on that's a little strong for me. So I really like the smell. I really like the smell of the Zote soap. It just smelled nice, fresh, and clean, like an ivory soap bar with maybe a little citrusy smell, but not much. And so we're going to start by peeling this open, and we'll take a look here at what's inside the bar. Let me grab my scissors. I'm going to clip. And you can see here it says that it's good for your laundry. And this right here is really good for baby laundry, especially just to put it straight on baby diapers. And we used to do that. Now, here's what it looks like in its raw form. And it's soft. It feels nice and soft. What we're going to do here is we're going to start by cutting our Zote bar. I'll turn this so you can read it. Zote. Into large chunks. And this cuts like they said, it cuts just like cheese. There we go. Now if you want to grate this in a larger chunk, that's fine too. So now I'm just going to take and I'm going to start grating this. This is easier for me to handle than the big bar. You can just go ahead and just grab the big bar and cut it in half and just start grating it. That's no big deal. This takes about 2 or 3 minutes to do, 5 minutes at the most. Put a little muscle into it. Sure not to get your knuckles. And I'll be back in just a minute when I'm done grating the soap. Okay, so now we have our soap grated. Now you don't want to chop this. Go out and buy a grater because it is too difficult to get this to melt, even in boiling water, and you don't want your water to boil. Another thing I like about the Zote soap over the Nails FAFSA is it does melt at a better temperature. So now let's take this over to the stove, and we're going to drop this into our very, very hot simmering water. Not even quite simmering, just barely bubbles on the bottom, steamy water. Okay, come on. Okay, you don't want to add this all at once. So what we're going to do, you can see my water still, it's really hot to the touch. I'm going to keep this on low, keep it on simmer. You can see there's just a few bubbles on the bottom. You do not want this to boil. And you just want to put in a couple of handfuls at a time, just like this. Then again, you can keep your mask on for this if the smell bothers you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and turn this off. Okay, and we're just going to keep adding our soap. While we stir, just keep adding. Make sure it doesn't chunk up on you. Keep it broken apart. Sprinkle it in. Keep it stirring. Just keep going. Keep that broken up. Okay. You're just going to continue to do this until you get it all in the pot. Some of it's going to stick to the bowl, that's fine. As long as there's none on my stovetop. It'll probably make my stovetop shine. And now we're just going to keep this moving. And this is going to take about 5-10 minutes. And we're just going to get this so it melts. And using a wooden spoon, that's fine. Wooden or plastic spoon, that's fine. Now you don't have to sit here and watch this whole thing. I'll come back in about 5 minutes and I'll show you what it looks like when it's melted. Right now we've kind of got this conglomerate of mush, but this will separate. I'm going to turn the stove back on and kind of get this a little hot again, a little hotter. That will help this to melt a little quicker. Keep it on simmer. Okay, and I'll be back when this is all melted. You want every piece of this melted. Now at this stage, it took about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes to melt this. And you'll get a few little pieces in the end, and I think that's the beeswax in the soap. The reason why this is pink, a lot of fatty tallows and stuff that they use in soap, even if they use Crisco, shortening in homemade soap, sometimes it will turn pink. I don't know why that is, but if you've ever made homemade soap, it will turn pink. So that's the fatty part of the soap. They call tallow. And once you have this, it is sudsing up a little bit. That's fine. Once you got all the pieces melted here, there's a few small pieces. See them right here? You can use a half cup of borax, 1 cup of borax, 1.5 cups, or 2 cups of borax. That doesn't matter. I mean, I've never done anything less than a cup, but basically borax is your whitener. But I'm putting in about 2 cups here, and I'm doing this in my hot water on the stove. A little at a time here, because this stuff right here is a little bit harder to dissolve. We're just going to keep adding that in while the water's hot. Borax doesn't dissolve in warm water as well. Okay, there we go. You can see this is getting nice and thick. Okay, so while this is dissolving, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill my 5-gallon bucket up halfway with hot water. Now we're just going to fill up our bucket here. Halfway. My water gets really hot, so that's a good thing. Okay, I would consider that halfway. Pour this into a half a gallon of very, very hot tap water. There you go. Get everything out of here. Again. A little hot water like this. Be careful not to swirl it out of the pan. And add that as well. Okay, so now we're going to add 2 cups of our Arm & Hammer Super Washing Soda. You can get this at Walmart. It's only about $3 a box. Okay, we got a few chunks in there. Give or take a little. I'm going to break up those chunks really good. There's about 2 cups there. Go ahead in. And now I'm going to add 1 cup of baking soda. Now you don't have to add the baking soda if you don't want to, but I like mine. This gets the odors out of things, and I like that. And I had some leftover baking soda from our swimming pool. This helps balance the pH in your swimming pool water. So I'm not going to put that much in. I'm just going to sprinkle a little in. There we go. About 3/4 of a cup to a cup of baking soda. I picked up this Oxyclean at the Dollar General store for $1 a can. And it actually comes with a little scoop, which is nice because for the top load washers or the front load washers, you know, when you're using this, that's all you need. So, okay, and this smells really heavenly. And I'm going to put about a cup of this in. This will help keep my whites white. And this smells so good. It smells like a laundromat in here. This is already starting to thicken up. You can omit the baking soda, and you can omit the Oxyclean as well. And you can cut the borax in half. You know, just play with it and get something that you like. This is what I like. Here I have a lemon citron oil essence, and I'm just going to add this. And that smells good. Let me see how this smells first. I like the way that smells, but I'm going to add a little lemon. Just a little. Lemon helps whiten your clothes and brighten them too, so. And remember, nothing brightens your clothes like the good old sunshine. And I hang my clothes on the line still. So if you live in a neighborhood where they allow it, or you have a fence and you can get by with it, definitely hang your clothes outside. It is a natural whitener to hang your clothes out. And I just love the way it smells. So now we're going to smell it and see how we like it. A little bit of a scent. And because I like this scent too, I'm putting a little butter in here as well. There we go. Just a little. It's just my favorite scent. And we're almost done. We're going to fill this up to about an inch from the top. At this stage, you can go ahead in this liquid form here, and you can go ahead and fill up your 5-gallon jugs halfway up. Or you can just let it sit in the bucket. You can store it in the bucket if you want to. But this is concentrated, and so when you fill up your jugs with this, you only want to fill your jug up halfway and fill the rest of the way up with water. Give it a shake every time you use it in the washing machine. And here we're just stirring it. You can see the consistency of it. And you want to stir it like this for about 5 minutes. Okay, now we're going to go ahead at this stage and we're going to go ahead and fill our bucket up the rest of the way with the hot water. Kind of stirring as we go. So see, it did suds up a little bit. But don't expect suds in your washing machine, because suds is not what cleans your clothes. It's the actual stuff underneath the suds that you fill right there that cleans your clothes. And this rinses off my hands really easily. And it smells really good. By adding that butter and lemon to this, it smells just like the laundromat. If you like that laundromat smell, oh Lord, you got it right here. Just gonna keep mixing it. You can see it underneath here somewhere is the pink stuff. Some more hot water in here and finish filling this up. These pull-out sprayers on the kitchen sink are so nice to have. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Make as much of it as you can. Get this bucket as full as you can. You want to blend this really well. Be sure and use hot, very hot tap water. And you don't have to use distilled water or any special water in this, because you're going to use regular water in this when you put it in the washing machine anyway. That's just silly. To start saving your milk jugs or your laundry detergent containers or Downy containers. You know, we're recycling here as well. So I figured that for the money that we spent, the 81 cents for the bar of soap, the free baking soda, because I already had it out in the barn for 2 years from the swimming pool, and then the Arm & Hammer washing soda. So I got about $3 in it, and then $2.48 for the borax. So see, divided by that, so 180. So 1,180 loads for under $8, because I paid $1 for the oxygen, the Oxyclean. So, and I didn't even use it all. I still have enough for some more loads. So if you divide how much is in each box, so probably for under $3, since I didn't use the whole boxes. Plus, if you have to invest in a pail, so you know. And if you're only using a 1/4 cup of this per load, there we go. And like I said, this smells really good, especially with the lemon and the butter scent that I just added to it. It smelled good before, but this kind of cuts the soapy smell a little bit. Putting the lemon and the butter extract in it, and gives it a nice buttery citrus smell. Just trust me, it smells good. It gives it more of a laundromat smell, I think. A little bit more of that fresh citrusy smell. Okay, and that's it. Sit that on here. Here we go. And we're gonna let this sit. We're gonna let it sit here for either overnight. If it's early in the morning, this will be done by evening. And again, you can go ahead right now and put it into the into your gallon containers, and then just add some water and give it a shake. So you don't even have to wait to do that, to put it in your container. I got this idea from Becky from Homestead. Thank you, Becky. And that is where, when this is done and you got the gelatin-like, that you actually use this car funnel, and it's got this shape on it, so you can hold it over the side like this right here, and you don't get that syrupy stuff all down the side and all over your floor. And I thought that was a really good idea. I don't know if you've ever bought the funnel cakes or not, but it comes with this a funnel cake thing, and this is perfect because this fits down in the hole of the gallon jug, and then of course you've got the no drip top, so you can do this and it won't run out the top of that angle top. We're recycling, we're saving a lot of money, and quite frankly, I don't know how you're going to beat that. Okay, we've waited 5 hours for this. You don't have to wait overnight. And here I'm just going to show you the consistency. By the way, I got this paint stick for free at Lowe's. And this smells heavenly. It smells like a lemon meringue pie. Matter of fact, this almost has the consistency of meringue. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of break into it here. And we're going to give it a really good stir. And as you can see, I actually opened this and stirred it during that 5 hours, and it worked a lot better for me. So now we're just going to break all this up, and this is it. And then after we get this stirred, it's going to take about 10-15 minutes of stirring this. Then we're going to fill up these gallon jugs. Okay, so after about 10 minutes of stirring, you have this really nice consistency here. It's nice and warm. It feels kind of like warm jelly, because of course I didn't let mine sit till it was totally cool. It's wintertime outside, so I guess I could have set this in the garage and it would have cooled it quicker. Mine smells just like lemon meringue pie. It smells so good. Okay, so when you get it this consistency right here, then you are done and you are ready to put it in your milk jugs. Okay, so my recipe for laundry detergent makes 10 gallons. So what you want to do is you want to fill your gallon jug up halfway with water, maybe a little less than halfway with water. I like mine a little stronger. And then we're going to take a funnel and we're going to fill this the rest of the way up with laundry detergent, and then we're going to give it a good shake. Okay, now this water can be room temperature. It doesn't have to be heated. You can use warm water from the faucet if you like. That's entirely up to you. It's not necessary. The water, this right here, is still a little warm, so so it'll still mix. It'll blend just fine. Is that how you want to do it? There you go. And we're going to fill up all the jugs doing it this way. This is what it looks like after it's been filled up and you give it a shake. That's a really pretty pink color. And it smells, like I said, it smells like, to me it smells like lemon meringue pie because I put the lemon essence in it with the little bit of the butter essence. As you can see, this made 10 gallons of laundry detergent. We were just a little shy here on the 10th gallon. But that's quite a bit of savings from what you would spend for 10 gallons of laundry detergent at the grocery store. So we figured that we made it for probably right around 10 cents a load, 10 to 12 cents a load. We have a high efficiency washing machine, so what you want to do is use between 1/4 cup and 1/2 cup in a top load high efficiency machine. Definitely 1/2 cup to a regular washing machine, and about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup in a front load. This is Chef Janie Pendleton, and I hope you've enjoyed how to make homemade laundry detergent. Enjoy.